What's up, everyone? Mainly Hockey Cards here. And last week we talked about investing in Kirill Kaprizov. Today, let's talk about investing in Alexis Lafreniere. Lafreniere has been the most hyped prospect since Connor McDavid broke into the league in 2015. Unlike Kaprizov, Lafreniere's rookie season left a lot to be desired. Lafreniere was supposed to challenge for the Calder Trophy and just didn't. He wasn't even in the conversation, and for good reason. He scored a respectable 12 goals and 9 assists in 55 games, which isn't horrible, but it's not what everyone thought would happen from the number one overall pick, who drew comparisons to Sidney Crosby. Now, there are many factors as to why Lafreniere may not have had the best season. Many speculations, many facts. I think a really important chart to look at is his average time on ice per quarter of his season. He had an extraordinarily rough start with 1 goal in 13 games, which eventually turned into just 1 in the first 15. However, once he got past that, he played less but produced more. He settled in. In the last 3 quarters of the season, 11 goals and 9 assists in 42 games looks a bit better, but still not great. I think it is important to note that David Quinn actually played Colin Blackwell an average of 8 seconds more per game over the course of the season than one of the most highly touted prospects ever. I don't think you can really assess Lafreniere's production without looking at the third and fourth line minutes he often received. I think those minutes will change with Gerard Gallant taking the reins. Even with such a slow start, Lafreniere was able to turn a bad season into an average one and looked extremely promising nearing the end. I believe that the summary of his season was best said by Tom Ertz Jr. in his report card for Lafreniere on Blue Shirt Banter. Alexis Lafreniere has a bright future, and he had an average first season in the league. His finish to the year was promising. I feel that a new head coach will certainly be a benefit. Defensively, Lafreniere has a lot to learn, but that will come with time and opportunity. Relatively speaking, he fared better in year one than Jack Hughes did with the Devils, and then the 2019 number one overall pick turned in an amazing performance in year two. Here are some of the advanced analytics for Hughes. For simplicity's sake, notice the overwhelming positive change. Now, for whatever reason, I've noticed in this hobby that people are quick to label players as busts. Lafreniere has been compared to by many hobbyists as the next Nail Yakupov. I think that is ridiculous. They are two completely different players with two completely different mindsets. And if you're not convinced, let's not forget about these guys. Number 3 overall pick in 2014, Leon Draisaitl managed to score 2 goals and 7 assists in 37 games in his rookie season in 2014-15 as a 19-year-old, similar to Lafreniere. Since that year, he has 497 points in 441 games. Not bad, not bad. Joe Thornton, the former number 1 overall pick from 1997, managed a measly 3 goals and 4 assists in 55 games as an 18-year-old in his rookie season. Since then, he has scored 1,522 points in 1,625 games. Gordie Howe, who played parts of 5 decades in professional hockey, greatly and widely regarded as one of the best players of all time, only scored 22 points in 58 games in his rookie season in 1946. Look, I'm just saying that after one season that had so many things inherently wrong with it, I don't think it's fair to label Lafreniere as anything except for a supremely talented and promising young player. I think when you and I look back on this 2020 draft class 10 years from now, there are going to be plenty of NHL superstars. However, I think Alexis Lafreniere and Tim Stützle are going to be headlining. Right now, Lafreniere Young Guns are picking up steam again. They're all over the map price-wise, but if you have the money to pick one up for less than $125, I feel it's a pretty good deal. I know that's a pretty high number in comparison to many players, but the reality is that the hockey market will continue to go up and increase in value over time, and I think that within a couple of years, it wouldn't be out of the question for that card to be going for $200 plus raw again, like when it first released. A great alternative, if you don't have the money, is his extended series Tribute Young Guns, which runs about $45 to $60, depending on where you pick it up from. If you're not someone to shell out dollars on dollars, I think that a great pickup right now is his base O-Pee-Chee rookie, or a low-end variation of it. They run about $1.50 to $5 for the base, retro, and blue parallels, And these low-end rookies, while they aren't going to score you thousands of dollars, do seem to increase in value over time, especially if you can get a high grade on one. So, do I invest in Alexis Lafreniere? Absolutely. Yes, yes, and yes, I do. Long term, Alexis Lafreniere is a hold for me. Short term, I think that with how the market is bouncing back, even if you don't believe in him as a player, I think you can get in, get out, and make a profit. I wholeheartedly believe that he is a better investment than Kirill Kaprizov, though, like I said in my previous video on Kaprizov, he isn't too bad to invest in either. So what do you guys think? Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Thanks everyone.